outsider, and next in about 2 lengths away the Answer Man, and 2 lengths to First Metric, who's at the rear. 1100 metres to go as they round the top corner, and here it's Taripta Guy who's pacing boldly in front to lead by just over a length and a quarter. Brass Law's got the second berth and is pulling harder as they swing around the corner. Also racing up handily on the outside, making up some ground in good solid style was down the outside coming fast Start Chase, who's followed then after 3 parts of a length by Blazing Brett the railer, then Hubert Campbell, and further back a length and a half to Rio Dollar. Back along the inside Lord Dari, a length and a half to the Answer Man, and 2 lengths away at the rear is First Metric. After the bell, they travel down with just over 800 to go, and Taripta Guy is still going very brilliantly as it leads by just on a length on Brass Law. On the outside, Start Chase, and then after about 3 parts of a length is Blazing Brett fourth, and on the inside of Hubert Campbell, who's on the move. A length further back the outside, Rio Dollar takes off, and then came Lord Dari, followed after a length by the Answer Man and First Metric. Down the back with just over 500 to go, and still Taripta Guy is holding the 4 length clear as Start Chase has moved up on the outside into contention, and then came Brass Law on the inside with Hubert Campbell driving up 3 wide. A length and a half to Rio Dollar, who's making ground, and 2 lengths further back the Answer Man. They're being followed by Blazing Brett, and then came First Metric, but around the top turner, and with just over 250 to go, it's still Taripta Guy who's holding on as Hubert Campbell has come with a rattling run on the outside now. Then Start Chase and Brass Law, but down the home straight, and Taripta Guy is shaken up a bit here as Hubert Campbell starts to fly on the outside, finishing brilliantly. It's on the inside, Taripta Guy from Hubert Campbell down the outside, and in third spot Brass Law, but Taripta Guy is too good, and Taripta Guy scores a length from Hubert Campbell. Third was Brass Law, and then came Rio Dollar, closely attended by Start Chase, and further back was Lord Dari, followed in behind them by the Answer Man with First Metric, and last was Blazing Brett.
A good start for punters at Moonee Valley, with Taripta Guy, the 11-8 on favourite, beating Hubert Campbell at 4-1 and Brass Law at 16-1. In race 2, Victory Sarnel was even money favourite.
Green light is on and they're rolling in the second. Victory Sanell paced away okay from the number 5 mark. Kentucky going quickly on its inside to lead. Victory Sanell skipping out of its gear. He's putting in the short one, but he's gone up into the death. He's going to sit up outside Kentuckian. Up racing 3 horses wide as White Steel. 4 deep was Prince Jade, a line of 4 as they sweep out of the straight. Back behind them was further back River Hero. Now Demless surrendered the lead here on the favourite. He's now let the favourite Victory Sarnel go around the outside and take up the running. He's taken the sit on Kentucky. Going down the back of the track the first time, Victory Sarnel by a neck now to White Steel in the breeze. Kentucky settling third on the inside of Willie Dance is now 1 out and 1 back for the last lap and a half. Then 3.5 to 4 metres to River Hero. On the inside of further back was Tommy Lachlan, 1 out and 2 back. About 4 metres the outside is Prince Jade. Back along the inside rail next is Olympic Rainbow. Then 8 to 10 metres, Kenlow Bell back now next to last, and Henry Bruce is touting out the last. Coming around the top turn, they've gone almost 1 with a bit more than a lap and a quarter left to go. The leader, Victory Sarnel, travelling well by a neck to White Steel in the breeze as they get the bell 1 to go. Kentucky laying third on the inside of Willie Dance, 1 out and 1 back. River Hero racing 3 back on the inside of Tommy Lachlan, 1 out 2 back. Then Olympic Meadow on the inside of Prince Jade, who's back to third last with Kenlow Bell on its backside and in turn. Henry Bruce was last of all on the back of Kenlow Bell, although Henry Bruce can't tack on at all. Going down the back, they've gone inside the 850 metre mark. The leader, Victory Sarnel, and doing it very easily. Victory Sarnel at the head of affairs, pacing like a machine by 2 metres to White Steel in the death with the ears laid right back. Kentucky in third is going to be the main danger to the leader, providing he can get a run when he wants it. On his outside in turn was Willie Dance, and they're followed further back by Tommy Lachlan, hard driven to make ground. Behind them was River Hero shoving out. Prince Jade is putting back there. They're followed further back by Olympic Meadow. Then Kenlow Bell back now next to last, and Henry Bruce is last. They've gone inside the 350 metre mark, and the leader was Victory Sarnel by 2 metres, and Peter Dow's got a big grip on it. Victory Sarnel by 2 metres to White Sands. Up racing 3 horses wide as further back then came at the head of the others. There came Willie Dance. Out 4 wide was Tommy Lachlan, and 5 wide as Prince Jade. He'll go for the favourite shortly. Victory Sarnel clear the danger. Kentucky and getting out from the pocket. Prince Jade is down the outside, but Victory Sarnel in front close to home. Kentucky and coming home well, but Victory Sarnel drifting off the track wins it by 3 metres to Kentucky. Prince Jade might have run third and nose in front of Olympic Meadow. Behind them was Tommy Lachlan, White Steel, a break to Henry Bruce. Further back was Willie Dance, River Hero, and a bad last is Kenlow Bell.
Victory Sarnel, the even money favourite, beating Kentucky at 7-2 and Prince Jade at 10-1. In race 3, Bronson was sent out 7-4 favourite to give the punters a chance of 3 in a row.
Green light is on and away they go. Bronson began okay from the number 3 mark, is going to clear the field. Going quickly on its outside was Jamuga. Royce's cord racing, 3 horses off the rail. Sultana Sam dropping in off the fence behind the leader Bronson. Back behind them was Henry Frost. Then came Carly Walbro, cord racing, 3 horses wide. Something Super back now to 4th last. Inside Glenn's Country there, followed further back in the field by Carly Walbro, who dropped back now to be next to last, and Star Imp was tailing out the last. Heading down the back of the track the first time, let's see, Glenn's Country got a bad check, got flattened. Carly Walbro took its legs from underneath it almost, and Glenn's Country got knocked out of the race and is now tailing out the last, couldn't win from there. Going off the back the first time, a bit more than a lap and a quarter left to go. It's Bronson on top by 2 metres to Carly Walbro, being driven for dear life to get up and sit up outside the leader Bronson. Royce is now going to sit here, 1 out on the outside of further back then was Sultana Sam. Then 3 or 4 metres to Jamuga, 5 metres then to Henry Frost outside Something Super, who was doing it hard there, followed further back then by, at the head of the others came Star Imp, back now next to last with further back was Glenn's Country, who's now about to tack on. The red light is up, there's the bell, 1 from home. The leader was Bronson by 4 metres to Carly Walbro, who's done it very hard to get up there. Then Sultana Sam laying 3rd on the inside of Royce, 1 out and 2 back, or 1 back rather. 1 out, 2 back in turn was Jamuga. Henry Frost about to whip around the outside, but Jamuga's pulled out under his neck. Then Something Super there, followed further back by Star Imp, and the last of all was Glenn's Country. Going down the back, they've gone inside the 750 metre mark. The leader Bronson doing it easily by 2 metres on Carly Walbro in the breeze. Then Sultana Sam going to be the main danger there, followed by Royce easing out 3 horses wide, but Bronson is fair dinkum going half pace. About 8 horses wide. Then on the outside there was further back then Jamuga. A break to Henry Frost, New M, followed further back by Glenn's Country and Something Super last of all, and Bird Off. At the 250 metre mark, the leader Bronson, and Begath has got a lap full of horse. Bronson by about a neck now to on the outside is Royce. He hasn't gone for the leader yet. Deeper on the track was Henry Frost under the stick, and there followed further back by Jamuga. He'll go for Bronson shortly. They straighten up, 120 metres to go. Bronson not finding a great deal. Down the outside is Royce, and there followed by Henry Frost. Bronson about a neck in front of Royce. Henry Frost is down the outside. Bronson still in front. You can't beat him, Begath. Bronson wins it by 2 metres. He was only kidding. 2 metres to Royce. A neck away third is Henry Frost. Behind them was Something Super, who ran on pretty well for a bolter. Then Glenn's Country, forget the run, had no luck at all. A break to Sultana Sam, Carly Walbro, further back Jamuga, and a bad last was Star Imp.
Bronson, a very smart pacer, 7-4 favourite, beating Royce at 20-1, and Henry Frost was a 5-1 chance. Race 4, the EK Bray final, we saw equal favourites, Skyring Boy and Aureus Boy, both at 5-2.
Away they go. The favourite, let's see, has stepped away cleanly, Skyring Boy, from outside the front row. Now, let's see, his main dangers, Polish Thor, has gone away cleanly with Aureus Boy, who was a bit slow to begin. In fact, he's back last of all on settling down. Up in front of him was Super Dash, who's very wide with Polish Thor back now to 3rd last. And Demler has led here on the favourite Skyring Boy. It's Skyring Boy at the head of affairs by at least 3 or 4 metres now to Charles Monarch, who's gone up into the death. Back along the inside rail racing, 3rd is Pace Poser, Wraithing Donna with the 1 out and 1 back trail. Double Tricks is making ground, 3 horses wide. He's going to work up and sit up outside the leader. Back behind them was Lexington Kid on the inside of Neverly Time. Then a break of 4 or 5 metres to Polish Thor, back to 3rd last. 8 metres to Aureus Boy, next to last on settling down. And a bit of shuffling up here. Aureus Boy got checked off the back of Polish Thor, with next to last there was Super Dash. Heading down the back of the track the first time, they've gone almost a lap with to go. It's Skyring Boy on top by 4 or 5 metres to Pace Poser on the rail. Then 3 metres to Lexington Kid on the inside of Double Tricks without cover. You'll get it shortly. Polish Thor making ground, 3 horses wide and doing it very hard to get up into the breeze. Back behind them was Super Dash on the inside of Charles Monarch, a race of many changes. Polish Thor's gone up into the breeze. Now Aureus Boy making ground. He is the sub. He's 3 horses wide. In fact, the first 3 favourites are 1, 2, 3 on the fence, in the middle, and 3 horses wide, Aureus Boy, and he can stick. Coming off the back, they've gone inside the 1250 metre mark. The leader Skyring Boy by a neck now to Polish Thor. They're going to make this leader work for the last lap and a quarter. Up racing, 3 horses wide, Aureus Boy getting its ears driven off. They're followed back behind them by Pace Poser. And there's the red light on the bell. 1 to go as they come down to the judge. Behind them was Double Tricks on a loose rein. Back along the inside rail next is Lexington Kid on the inside of Charles Monarch. Shuffle back to 4th last. Then came further back was Super Dash. Raining Dollar is second to last, and Neverly Time has now dropped out the last. Going to the southern turn, short of 800 metres to go. The leader, Scoring Boy, by 3 metres to Aureus Boy. Pace Poser running third. They're followed by Polish Thor, 1 out and 1 back and being tickled up. A breakdown of 2.5 to 3 metres to Lexington Kid. They're followed by Double Tricks. Then came Super Dash on the inside of Charles Monarch. The others couldn't win, headed by Raining Dollar. Going on to the top turn, 450 metres to go. The leader, Scoring Boy. Oh, let's see, Charles Monarch got flattened out the back and dropped back to be last of all. Coming off the back, 400 metres to go in the Country Cup final. The leader, Scoring Boy, by 2 metres to Aureus Boy. Raining Dollar, 3 horses wide, making ground rather quickly, going out a second. Behind them was Pace Poser there, followed by Lexington Kid running on. Then Polish Thor dropping off, followed further back then by Super Dash. Around the turn, 120 metres to go. Scoring Boy being tackled by Lexington Kid. Pace Poser going for an inside run and getting it. It's on the outside here. Lexington Kid getting to the front from Scoring Boy, who's fighting back well. In fact, he won't give in. They hit the line. It's come again to win. Scoring Boy, after being headed by Lexington Kid, no doubt is coming in to win by a head over Lexington Kid. Pace Poser has run third, Polish Thor fourth, then Aureus Boy. Further back then was at the head of the others Raining Dollar. A break then to Aureus Boy. Further back was Super Dash, then Double Tricks and Charles Monarch, the last one home.
Well, that's the way they went to the line, but as you would have seen in the last 100 metres, Scoring Boy came out rather severely. The driver of Lexington Kid protested, and the protest was upheld. So Lexington Kid, the winner at 5 to 1 from Sky Ring Boy at 5 to 2, and Pace Poser at 16 to 1. The Quinella for 1 and 9 paid $5.85. We'll be back for a look at the second half of the program at Moonee Valley after this commercial break.
Which nation will be the gymnastic power to reckon with in the '84 Olympics? Tonight at 9:30 via satellite from Moscow, 7 presents the World Gymnastic Championships.
Established for over 20 years, Acton table tennis manufacturers offer you a large range of rollaway tables with playback positions from $99, and attached casters make ease of rolling a delight for all, either practicing by yourself or having fun with family or friends. Come and visit our showrooms Monday to Saturday between 9 and 5, or on Sundays between 11 and 5, at 298 Canterbury Road, Surrey Hills, or 384 Queens Parade, Clifton Hill, or call us on 836-1663 or 489-4422.
Feature event of the night was the free-for-all race 5, and the favourite at 5 to 4 was Romantic Chris.
Green light is on and away they go. Rhett began okay from the number 3 mark. Master Kane going quickly early towards the leading bunch and getting it on, settling down. Cunning Lad was caught racing 3 horses wide. Aero and hunting up on the inside now to be third and fourth inside Master Kane, who's now lobbed 1 out and 1 back onto the back of Cunning Lad, about 8 or 10 metres to Bondlow outside Transpect the rail. Behind them on settling down was Chairman John. The favourite last of all was Romantic Chris. Coming around the top turn the first time, just over 2 1/4 laps to go. Demler has Red in front on top by 4 or 5 metres to Aeron. About 4 metres to Cunning Lad. Could have got the set on the back of Aeron on the fence, but doesn't want it. He's elected to sit 1 off the rail. Bondlow racing 3 horses wide. He'll work up to the death, and Cunning Lad will get the 1 out and 1 back trail. Back behind them on the fence after 3 metres is Transpec on the inside of Master Kane. Then came Chairman Joe back now next to last, and Romantic Chris last of all. 3 horses wide going around them. Heading down the back of the track the first time, they've gone a lap with a bit more than a lap and a half to go. It's Red on top, pacing to perfection by 3 metres to Bondlow. Romantic Chris on the move, 3 horses wide, working up into the breeze, and may have a crack at Red as they head down the back of the track. Romantic Chris about a neck in front of Red, who booted up and kept the inside running. Red the leader by about 2 metres now to Romantic Chris, and Aeron is now third, Bondlow is now fourth. Then 4 metres to Cunning Lad outside Transpect the rail. 3/4 of a length then to Master K next to last, and Chairman Joe was relegated to the tail. Heading up for the red light and the bell coming around the top turn, 1250 metres to go. It's Red on top and pacing clear by 4 metres to Romantic Chris on the outside of Aero on the rail, and there's the bell, 1 from home. A different Red tonight, he's right up onto the steel. Behind them was Bondlow, Transpect, Cunning Lad. Then Chairman Joe back now next to last, and wide, and Master Kane was last. They sweep by the judge, short of 850 metres to go, and Demler's got a lap full of horse on Rhett. It's a Rhett by at least 4 or 5 metres to Romantic Chris, who's going to be his main danger. Aeron is running third with the leader. is a dead set going half pace. In fact, Demler's got his foot right up on the crossbar as they sweep down the back. Inside the 750 metre mark, the leader Rhett, and Demler's gone for another grip. He led by 3 metres to Romantic Chris. Aeron is running third, locked up. Behind them was Transpec with its ears driven off. They're followed by Bondlow running on. A break into Cunning Lad. Master Kane is next to last, and Chairman Joe White was last. Coming off the back, they've gone inside the 400 metre mark. Red about ahead now to Romantic Chris, who's drawn level on the outside. In fact, Romantic Chris has put his head in front from Red, who's got the inside running. Bondlow 3 horses wide. Deep route was Chairman Joe running on. A break then to Transpec. Further back was Aeron. Can't get a crack at them. Followed by Cunning Lad and Master Kane. They straighten up. 180 metres to go. Romantic Chris has gone to the front from Red, who's gone. Here's the danger. Bondlow winding up and Transpec is running on. But old Bondlow halfway down the straight has gone to a slender lead. Now starting to draw away for a big win, Bondlow. Bondlow wins it by 8 metres to Romantic Chris. Almost a dead heat for third. Master Kane and Transpec. Behind them was Aeron, had no luck and ready to win. A break to Chairman Joe Cunning Lad, and last of all, you've guessed it, Red.
Bondlow at 16 to 1, Romantic Chris the 5 to 4 favourite, and Master Kane at 5 to 1. The Flagstaff Trotters and the favourite at 5 to 4 was Kell Brighton.
Green light is on, away they go. The favourite Kell Brighton trotted away okay from the number 1 mark, but is going to be headed here by Big General, who shot out by about a metre or so to Kell Brighton, who's still got the inside running. Canoe racing 3 horses wide, then Special Dollar dropping in 1 off the fence up outside Christian Leslie the rail. Kell Brighton held them out as they pace or trot down the back of the track the first time. Back behind them was Jody Armour. Third last on the inside is Rundale, followed by Mighty Miller with last of all on settling down, courting appeal wide. Going down the back, a lap and a half to go. The leader was Kell Brighton by at least 3 or 4 metres now. To on the outside is Big General in the breeze. On the fence running third is Christian Leslie. Canoe 1 out and 1 back. Then 4 or 5 metres to then Special Dollar outside Rundale the rail. A break then of at least 3 or 4 metres to further back was Jody Armour. Then a break of 2.5 to 3 metres to Mighty Miller back now next to last, and courting appeal last of all flicked up. Coming off the back, they've got almost a lap and a quarter left to go. It's Kell Brighton on top by 2.5 to 3 metres to Big General in the breeze. On the fence running third is Christian Leslie. They're followed further back by Canoe, 1 out on the outside of Rundale the rail. And there is the bell, 1 from home. Behind them was Special Dollar, that driver feeling for the stick. A break into Mighty Miller, third last inside Jody Armour, who's now next to last, and courting appeal is still last. They square trot by the judge, short of a lap left to go at the 850 metre mark. The leader, Kell Brighton, and inclined to run off the track there. He ran off the inside rail, and Big General got a slight check around the outside. Christian Leslie running third again. Kell Brighton got away by 4 metres to Big General. Christian Leslie running third. They're followed back behind them by Canoe Rundale. Then Jody Armour racing 3 horses wide, but going forward. Canoe's pulled out under his neck, but he's now getting up to the back of Canoe. A break then to Special Dollar. Mighty Miller back now next to last, and courting appeal last of all and wide. Coming off the back, 450 metres to go. Kell Brighton going well by 3 metres to Canoe 3 deep. Big General the centre, there followed back behind them by Christian Leslie, Special Dollar, Rundale. Then courting appeal. Further back then was Jody Armour, and Mighty Miller was last. On the top turn, inside the 200 metre mark, and Kell Brighton has shot away. Got 5 metres on Canoe. They're followed further back by Christian Leslie, getting out and running on. Down the outside is Jody Armour, but Kell Brighton in front about 80 metres to go. He's only got to stay down to win. Coming out of the judge, and Kell Brighton is going to win by at least 4 or 5 metres. Jody Armour getting home hard, but Kell Brighton by almost 3 metres to Canoe. You head away third, Jody Armour. Behind them was the old fellow Mighty Miller. Then Big General in those mighty Essendon colours. Behind them was further back Christian Leslie, then Special Dollar. Courting appeal on the bad last was Rundale.
Those mighty Essendon colours finishing out of the final 5. Ray. Kell Brighton, the 5 to 4 favourite. Canoe at 8 to 1 and Jody Armour at 6 to 1. In race 7, the favourite at 5 to 4 was Copperway.
Green light is on, away they go. Copperway was out the back shortly after the start and tailing out the last. Up in front of it was Brooklyn Hanover. Coming down to the judge, just over 2 to go, and the leader was Select Annie by about 2 metres now to Paulos Bray. Kimu Sabi dropping into the 1-1, hunting up along the inside now to be third and fourth as Killing Time. Paulos Bray has now dropped onto the fence behind the leader. Kimu Sabi caught without cover. On it back in turn was My Turn on the outside of Brooklyn Hanover. That pair are having a bit of a dust up here. Graham Lang has won the battle. He's got the 1 out and 1 back sit at the moment. He's now flushed the driver of My Turn to go 3 horses wide up into the death. Brooklyn Hanover's now got the sit 1 out and 2 back. On it back in turn was our Grattan, back now next to last and 5 or 6 metres to Copperway, the favourite last of all. Coming off the back, they've gone inside the 1400 metre mark and the leader Select Annie by 2.5 to 3 metres to My Turn. A neck back third on the inside is Paulos Bray, Kumusabi 1 out and 1 back. Then Killing Time on the inside of Brooklyn Hanover 1 out 2 back, and could be hard to beat from there. A breakdown of 5 metres to our Grattan, who's back now next to last as they get the bell, and Copperway the favourite still last. Coming down to the judge, the red light is up and the leader Select Annie holding sway by 2 metres to My Turn. On the fence running third was further back in the field, then came Paulos Bray inside Kumusabi. Then a neck back on the inside is Killing Time, Brooklyn Hanover 1 out 2 back. Behind them was our Grattan, back now next to last with the favourite Copperway last of all, and he'll go shortly Demler as they sweep down the back of the track by the 750 metre mark. The leader was Select Annie by 2 metres to My Turn, Paulos Bray third, Kumusabi fourth, Killing Time was fifth, and they were followed by Brooklyn Hanover. Then our Grattan back now next to last. He hasn't gone yet. He's waiting for Demler to go on Copperway, and he'll go out under his neck. Coming off the back, 450 metres to go, and the leader Select Annie by a neck now to My Turn. Kumusabi third, there followed further back by Paulos Bray. Then Brooklyn Hanover, further back was Killing Time. I hope these drivers haven't mistaken the laps. He's off now on Copperway, and Gathy saw him coming. Goes out on further back, then was our Grattan and Copperway's last of all, and about 8 wide. They straighten up. It's Select Annie by 2 metres and going all right from My Turn. Kumusabi down the outside of Brooklyn Hanover starting to storm home. The favourite Copperway can't win for mine. Select Annie clear. Brooklyn Hanover flying home down the outside. This has been a great drive, Graham Lang. Brooklyn Hanover, You Little Rip has got the money from Copperway. It will keep. Paulos Bray has run third, our Grattan fourth. They're followed further back by Killing Time, My Turn. Then Select Annie, and last of all was Kumusabi.
Brooklyn Hanover the winner at 5 to 1, and Ray did spot that coming more than a lap from home. Copperway the 5 to 4 favourite, and Paulos Bray at 10 to 1. The last, the Invitation Stakes, and Classic Qual was favourite at 5 to 4.
Green light is on, away they go. They're rolling in the last, and Robin Linden was putting in the short one after the start and dropped back to be third last. Flashing Yellow has got a great run through. The field is already up in the first 4 or 5 and 1 off the rail. Classic Qual, Cord Racing 3 horses wide, going to be easy now to get a sit. Private White is now racing 3 off the rail. The leader was the pole marker Fan Court by 4 metres now to Wilsonian, who's gone up on the inside of Private White, now to be equal, second and third respectively. Classic Qual, Cord Racing 3 horses wide, working up into the death as Fan Court goes out with a big break. Behind them was Platt Lass on the inside of Flashing Yellow. Then a break to further back was Electric Flea inside 76, and Robert Linden tailing out the last. Going by the judge, short of 2 to go, the pole marker Fan Court on top by 10 metres to Classic Qual on the breeze, and has done it pretty hard to get up there. Wilsonian racing third, there followed further back by Platt Lass on the inside of Private White, who's 1 out and 1 back, and then a gap to Electric Flea inside Flashing Yellow. Then 76 is back now next to last, and the last of all was Robert Linden. Going down the back, a lap and a half to go. The leader Fan Court by 8 metres on Wilsonian. Then 3 metres to Classic Court outside Platt Lass the rail and tapped up. Then a sulky length of Private White outside Electric Flea the rail. Back on the outside, next is Flashing Yellow, third last. Next to last is 76, and Robin Linden was still last on the rail. Coming off the back, 1,300 metres to go, a lap and a quarter from home, the bell lap and the red light coming up on this occasion in the lucky last. The leader was Fan Court by 4 metres to Wilsonian. Classic Qual in the breeze has had no luck in transit. On it back in turn, Private White has had a dream runner. Then came Platt Lass, and there followed back behind them by Electric Flea inside Flashing Yellow. A breakdown of 4 metres to Robin Linden next to last, and 76 is last, and there's the bell, 1 to go. It's Fan Court pacing to perfection by 5 metres to Wilsonian. Classic Qual running third, Platt Lass the rail, there followed by Private White. Then came Flashing Yellow about to make his run, there followed further back by Electric Flea. Then Robin Linden back now next to last, and 76 last of all about to make ground. Going down the back, they've gone inside the 750, the leader Fan Court by 3 metres to Classic Qual. Wilsonian racing third as they start to quicken up, there followed further back by Private White is now being ticketed up. Back along the inside rail next is Platt Lass, hard driven, followed by Flashing Yellow, driven quietly. A break then to Electric Flea, 76 is back now next to last, and Robert Linden was still last. They've gone inside the 350 metre mark, the leader Fan Court by 3 metres to Classic Qual. He hasn't gone yet, Bulldog. They're followed further back by Wilsonian. Now Flashing Aldo starting to make ground with giant strides, and behind them was Private White. Coming around the home turn, inside the 200-metre mark, Fancourt by 2 metres to Classic Call. Down the outside is Flashing Aldo starting to wind up and coming hard. Fancourt is now joined by Classic Call. In turn, Flashing Aldo getting home hard, but Classic Call is going to be too good. A real big performance, and Classic Call by 2 metres. Running second is Flashing Aldo, beaten that margin. Fancourt has run third. Behind them, Wilsonian, Electric Flea. Then Private White, 76, Robin Linden, and a bad last is Fancourt.
The 5-4 favourite Classic Call ending the night on a happy note for punters, beating Flashing Alto at 7-2 and Fancourt at 7-1. The Quinella for 4 and 10 paid $3.15.